Hey there, Griever Gang. Welcome back to Griever Productions. This one's a newcomer to the channel, actually. Another one that I don't know what to really expect. The gentleman's name is Juan Gabriel, and this one comes to me from the Discord suggestions list. Unfortunately, it's been there for about a month and a half, and I'm only getting to it now. So I do apologize for that, but it is being done, I suppose. Thank you for suggesting this one. I'm very keen to have a look. So, before we begin, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And if you like what we do on the channel, there's more ways you can help at the end. Without any further ado, let's have a listen to Juan Gabriel singing this. I'm not even going to begin to pronounce it. There is no way that's happening. So, let's have a look. Yeah, you take your time, sir. Genuinely. Okay, a lot of people are probably thinking, he's taking too long, why doesn't he sing here? Man's probably been singing for quite a while. The band is vamping on that one bar. He could take all the time he wants. If he needs water, he needs bloody water. Leave him be.
Muchachos no se componen. Cuando tú estás conmigo es cuando yo digo.
Ooh, nice control.
Que valió la pena todo lo que yo he sufrido. No sé si es un sueño aún. Pero cuando estoy contigo,
that's always so special.
Cuando digo yo que este amor que siento es porque tú lo has merecido. Con decirte amor que otra vez he amanecido llorando de felicidad. A tu lado yo siento que estoy viviendo. Nada es como ayer.
Okay, I want to just stop there for a moment. I think I'm detecting a little bit of classical know-how in this voice. I might be wrong. Please do let me know in the comments if I am, or if I'm right on that. The amount of control that's there is incredible. I also want to point out that last note had such incredible resonance. The vibrato was so natural and so open. And the reason that I think that there might be some classical influence in here is the way that the back of the jaw, well, the back of the mouth here is so open. It's like that soft palate is really like yanked up to allow that resonance to happen. I want to go back because the way that vibrato flowed in that last line there was really something special, something you don't hear very often.
Estoy viviendo. Nada es como ayer.
That was just wonderful.
Abrázame que el tiempo pasa y nunca perdona. Ha hecho estragos en mi gente como en mi persona.
Okay. All right. Just before we go on, I'm hearing that this gentleman is rather emotional singing this song. So if there are any off notes here, I want you to take into account how hard it is to sing when there is that much emotion behind it. If like crying and singing, it's one person that I've ever seen do it, and it didn't affect their voice at all. One singular person. And I don't know how she does it.
Abrázame que el tiempo es malo y muy cruel amigo. Abrázame que el tiempo es oro si tú estás conmigo. Abrázame fuerte, muy fuerte y más fuerte que nunca. Siempre abrázame.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Hoy que tú estás conmigo, yo no sé si está pasando el tiempo, tú lo has detenido. Así quiero estar por siempre, yo aprovecho que estás tú conmigo. Te doy gracias por cada momento de mi vivir. Tú cuando mires para el cielo,
Oh.
por cada estrella que
Sorry, I know this is such a heartfelt moment. I need to go back and listen to the way that he slid a note there.
cada momento de mi vivir. Tú cuando mires para el cielo,
Jill. The way he did that was, oh God, that made me melt.
por cada estrella que aparezca, amor es un. Abrázame que el tiempo hiere, el cielo es testigo. Que el tiempo es cruel y a nadie quiere, por eso te digo yo. Abrázame muy fuerte, amor, manténme hacia tu lado.
Wow.
Yo quiero agradecerte, amor, todo lo que me has dado.
Wow.
Quiero corresponderte de una forma u otra, diario. Amor, yo nunca de dolor he sido partidario.
That's so weird. Like, this is why I'm thinking that he's got classical training. Because you can still hear him. When that mic's down, you can still hear him very clearly. And those mics have a very distinct range on them. They're what we call a dynamic mic, where only the audio that's going in the top is going to be heard. And they are the better option in these sorts of circumstances, because you don't want to be picking up the band, all that sort of stuff. You'll create feedback and a whole heap of other issues. Condenser mics are what we would usually use in other situations, like recording situations. But that is a very clear dynamic mic, an SM58, I believe, to be precise. Possibly a corded version of an SM58, and which are an industry standard and are for good reason. And you can still hear him despite the band coming up in crazy volume, and there's a choir there in the background as well. This man has power. And it all comes from here. That power is insane. That's crazy. Wow. But like, sorry, to go even further with that, the way he's holding it, right? If I grab something, so when I was saying it's directional, right? You got to be singing directly into it, but you can still hear him, and it's definitely him. But he's holding it like that, like and he's singing out. So he has to have insane volume for that microphone there to be picking up that voice coming out of there when it's going a completely different way to what that microphone is. I am in awe. I am flabbergasted by how he's got that much power. And a lot of people will be saying, but Jim, if you've got classical background, you don't need a microphone. Correct, in 9 times out of 10 cases. In this particular case, if he didn't have a microphone there, we would not be hearing him. Because of the way that these are recorded, they go into a mixing desk, and then the audio is then recorded from the direct input from the mixing desk. It's not from a camera. The camera would have picked him up in that case, sure, but not the recording itself. So I am, like, I don't know what's happening, and I'm confused, but I'm loving it. Crazy.
Abrázame, abrázame, pero sobre todo, abrácense. Muy fuerte.
Wow. I don't know where to begin on that. That was brilliantly done. Yeah, okay, so clearly this song, as long as the subtitles are to be believed, was clearly about, taking for granted the time that we have with someone. And there were a few times in which it nearly got me choked up, because it's clearly very heartfelt for this gentleman, and the song is quite beautiful. But that voice kills me, like, in the best way. Like, I am shocked. I'm shocked at the sheer amount of power, the control that he had, especially in that earlier section. Later on, it was a bit more gruff, especially in that last, little bit. It was more gruff, and it was more, a little bit, I'm going to say a little bit less controlled, but I don't want that to sound like a negative. And I think the reason for that was he was letting the emotion take over. There's nothing wrong with that by any stretch of the imagination. Nothing wrong with that at all. And it was brilliant. That was brilliant. And his voice is phenomenal. The orchestra that he had behind him was amazing. The vocalists that supported him there were great as well. I don't know what to say. It's huge. That was a huge song. Anyway, that's all I have to say on that one. Thank you so much for watching. Like a favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of thing. And I'll see you next time. All right, bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to go over to Patreon and support us for as little as $3 Australian per month. By doing so, you'll join the list of wonderful people here. Also, if you're into gaming, I have recently rebooted my gaming channel, so feel free to go over there and have a look. Link to both the Patreon and the gaming channel in the description below.